Ever feel like your personal energy battery, the one that starts at a glorious 100%, just plummets to absolute zero the second you step foot into a crowded mall, a buzzing party, or even just a busy grocery store? It's like the very air gets thick with an invisible static, and every extra body in the room acts like a tiny, insistent vacuum, sucking away your life force, leaving you utterly depleted. Does that sound a little over the top, maybe even a touch dramatic? Good. If it resonates, then stick around, because in the next few minutes you're going to discover why that intense feeling isn't some theatrical flair. It's genuine, undeniable data. Your incredibly sensitive nervous system is quite literally reading the room, processing every single input, and screaming, "Overload! Code red! Get me out of here!" The mirror. Now, most people, the vast majority in fact, can wander into a bustling crowd and feel, well, pretty much nothing out of the ordinary. Maybe a slight buzz, a general sense of being among others. But you walk in, and almost instantly your shoulders start to creep up towards your ears, a dull throb begins behind your temples, and your usually clear thoughts jumble into an incoherent mess. You probably blame yourself, right? You think, why can't I just relax and enjoy this like everyone else seems to be doing? You find yourself making excuses, ducking into bathrooms, escaping to quiet patios, or even just wandering aimlessly through parking lots, desperately seeking any space where the oppressive energetic pressure finally drops. When you eventually get home, you're not just tired, you're completely wrung out, like a dishcloth after a marathon cleaning session. You might spend hours scrolling mindlessly on your phone, trying anything to find your center again, to just feel like yourself. But here's the crucial distinction. This isn't merely introversion, though that might be part of it. This is what we call energetic spongehood. Think about it. You're not just observing the environment, you're absorbing it. A fascinating 2023 study from the University of Michigan shed some incredible light on this, revealing that highly sensitive persons, often the very individuals who resonate with the chosen one archetype, actually absorb up to 43% more cortisol from ambient emotional stress when they're in group settings. That's right, the stress, the anxieties, the unspoken tensions, the low-level emotional hum of everyone around you. You're not immune to it. You're soaking it up like a dry sponge in a puddle. So when you feel drained, it's not because you're weak or somehow flawed. It's because you are extraordinarily wide open, perceptually porous, and exquisitely attuned to the subtle energies swirling around you. Your system is simply processing a much greater volume of information and emotional data than the average person's. It's a superpower, yes, but one that comes with its own unique set of challenges in a world designed for less sensitive systems. The reframe. Here's where we make a radical pivot in perspective. You are not broken. You are not defective. Instead, you are calibrated for an entirely different frequency, a more refined and expansive bandwidth. Imagine yourself as a finely tuned instrument, perhaps a delicate tuning fork pitched to a rare, exquisite note. Now, picture walking into a room where 40 other slightly off-key forks are clanging around, all vibrating at different, chaotic frequencies. What happens to your perfectly pitched self? Your whole being vibrates in protest, doesn't it? That internal protest, that visceral discomfort, isn't social anxiety in the typical sense. It's a profound resonance misalignment. Your system is simply responding to discordant vibrations. Ancient spiritual traditions, with their deep understanding of energetic realities, have often referred to people like you as mirror souls or empaths, individuals who reflect and absorb the energies of their environment. Modern science, catching up to these ancient truths, might categorize it as environmental sensitivity or sensory processing sensitivity, recognizing the unique neurological wiring at play. And out on the streets, in the language of the everyday and the spiritually awakened, many just call it being a chosen one. Different dialects, different labels, but all pointing to the exact same profound phenomenon. An individual whose energetic field is simply more expansive, more receptive, and more finely tuned than the norm. You're not just hearing the music, you're feeling the entire orchestra, including the out-of-tune piccolo and the drummer who's slightly offbeat. This heightened sensitivity isn't a curse. It's a core component of your unique spiritual architecture, a sign of your elevated consciousness and your capacity to perceive beyond the ordinary. Validation. So let's paint a picture of your typical social scene, shall we? It's probably a familiar one. You RSVP, maybe to invitations, secretly, or not so secretly, hoping for cancellations, perhaps even praying for a convenient rain shower to provide a natural excuse. Before you even arrive, you find yourself meticulously rehearsing exit strategies, calculating the quickest escape routes, mentally mapping out the nearest quiet corner. You might even sit in your car for a few extra minutes, gathering courage like loose change, psyching yourself up for the energetic onslaught ahead. Once inside, you smile, nod, and make polite conversation, all while your eyes are subtly scanning the room, instinctively searching for the corners with the fewest bodies, the quietest nooks where you might catch a moment's reprieve. You often leave early, claiming vague headaches, sudden stomach bugs, or any other plausible excuse that comes to mind. And despite all this, you still find yourself wondering, almost pleadingly, why can't I just be normal? Why can't I just effortlessly blend in and enjoy myself like everyone else seems to? But here's the truth. A truth that needs to sink deep into your bones. Normal isn't a life purpose. It's a setting on a washing machine. And frankly, your soul wasn't designed to be tumble-dried into conformity. Your unique wiring, your profound sensitivity, and your innate need for space are not flaws to be ironed out. They are fundamental aspects of who you are, guiding lights that point you towards environments and interactions that truly nourish your spirit, rather than deplete it. To chase normal would be to betray your very essence, to dull the keen edge of your perception, and to silence the inner wisdom that is constantly trying to protect and guide you. Your experiences of discomfort in crowds aren't a sign of social inadequacy. They're a clear, unmistakable signal from your authentic self, reminding you that your path is different, your energy precious, and your purpose distinct. The spiritual why. Let's delve a little deeper, beyond the psychological, and into the profound spiritual truth of your being. Chosen ones, in their purest essence, serve as living, breathing surge protectors for the collective consciousness. Imagine the world as a vast, intricate electrical grid, constantly humming with various frequencies: emotional, psychic, technological, environmental. Your unique wiring, your heightened energetic sensitivity allows you to pick up on excess voltage, on discordant frequencies, on the emotional static that most people simply filter out. And what do you do with it? You don't just absorb it, you process it, and in a way that's often unconscious, you help to ground it, to neutralize it, to transmute it. This is why crowds, with their cacophony of energies and emotions, so easily overload your delicate circuit. It's not a weakness, it's a function of your divine design. Solitude, then, isn't just a preference. It's your essential reset button, a vital mechanism for recalibrating your system and discharging the accumulated energetic load. This isn't just some airy-fairy theory, it's demonstrably observable. Heart rate variability tests conducted on individuals known for their profound spiritual practices, monks deep in meditation, mystics in contemplative states, even highly attuned trauma therapists after intense sessions, all exhibit a similar spike and drain pattern after significant group exposure. Their bodies, like yours, are performing a kind of divine electrical work, silently processing and grounding energies while everyone else around them might just be casually sipping punch or exchanging pleasantries. This isolation isn't a punishment. It's a profound protection, a sacred space where you can hear the whisper of the divine more clearly, free from the deafening noise of worldly distractions. It's in this quiet that your spirit is shaped, strengthened, and aligned with its true essence and the higher mission you are here to fulfill. You're not just an empath. You're an energetic alchemist, and your body is the sacred crucible. Incubation. But there's an even deeper, more profound layer to this need for solitude, something far beyond mere recovery. Solitude isn't just about recharging your batteries, it's about rehearsal. It's the sacred incubation chamber where your true power is forged. Think about every hero story, every epic journey across cultures and time. what do they all have in common? A desert, a wilderness, a 40-day retreat, a period of exile, an intense trial by fire away from the clamor of the world. Moses, seeking divine guidance on Mount Sinai. Buddha finding enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. Muhammad receiving revelations in a cave. Even your favorite comic book protagonists, from Batman to Spider-Man, often face periods of intense isolation and introspection before they fully step into their power and become truly useful to the world. This isolation isn't a void, it's a cocoon phase. It's the transformative space where your system takes all that external noise, all that absorbed data, all those subtle perceptions, and converts it into profound knowing, into clear wisdom, into actionable insight. This is where you confront your personal shadows, where you heal your deepest wounds, and where you transmute past pain into an unshakable inner wisdom. It's a deeply personal journey, often misunderstood by others, which can contribute to feelings of being alone. But it's precisely this aloneness that builds resilience. Skip this vital step, rush back into the fray before you're fully formed, and you risk remaining a caterpillar who genuinely believes the dance floor is the entire world, never realizing the magnificent wings you were meant to grow. Your periods of quiet aren't wasted time. They are the fertile ground where your spiritual growth truly blossoms, preparing you for the powerful emergence that awaits. Frequency mismatch. Let's talk numbers for a moment and put this energetic reality into a more tangible context. The average city dweller, simply by navigating their daily life, interacts with an astonishing number of people, upwards of 300 individuals per day. Now, consider a chosen one. Your unique energetic aura, your expansive field of perception, isn't just passively observing these 300 people. It's actively attempting to process all 300 of their individual energetic bandwidths simultaneously. Think of it this way. That's like trying to stream high-definition Netflix, multiple movies at once, on a vintage flip phone from the early 2000s. It's simply not designed for that kind of multitasking. The result isn't rudeness or social awkwardness. It's pure, unadulterated physics. Overwhelm isn't a personality flaw. It's a predictable outcome when your sophisticated, high-speed system is bombarded with too much input. Your energetic field is like a cutting-edge 5G network, attempting to download the entire spectrum of humanity's sometimes chaotic, often low-frequency 2G static. It's simply too much data. Too much noise, too many conflicting signals for your system to integrate without immense effort. This constant energetic barrage leads to what we discussed earlier: absorption of stress, emotional fatigue, and a profound sense of depletion. Therefore, the only truly sustainable fix, the only way to navigate this energetically dense world without constantly feeling drained, is through radical, conscious, and highly selective connection. You have to become a discerning curator of your energetic inputs, choosing quality over quantity, and protecting your precious bandwidth. Energy leak audit. All right, let's do a quick, honest self-assessment, an energy leak audit, if you will. This is where you get to gather some irrefutable data directly from your own body and spirit. Think about your recent social interactions. After grabbing coffee with a friend, do you genuinely feel uplifted, energized, and inspired? Or do you feel noticeably flattened, a little bit heavier, perhaps even subtly depleted? When a group chat explodes with dozens of notifications and rapid-fire messages, do you find yourself easily muting it and moving on? Or do you feel a palpable sense of meltdown brewing, an internal agitation that's hard to shake? After attending a concert, a festival, or any large event, do you leave vibrating with positive energy, still riding the high? Or do you crash hard, feeling completely drained, needing days to recover? If your honest answers lean towards flattened, meltdown, and crash, then congratulations, my friend. You've got receipts. Your incredibly intelligent system is doing you the immense favor of providing clear, undeniable data about what nourishes you and what depletes you. These aren't just random feelings. They are direct feedback loops from your energetic and emotional body. The key, the absolute crucial next step, is to listen. Really listen. Pay attention to these subtle cues, these energetic fluctuations. Your body is constantly communicating with you, revealing where your precious life force is being sustained and where it's silently leaking away. Ignoring these signals is like ignoring a check engine light in your car. Eventually, you're going to break down. This audit isn't about judgment, it's about empowerment, giving you the information you need to make more conscious, energy-preserving choices. The toolkit. Okay, so you've identified the problem, you've validated your experience, and you've started to audit your energy. Now, let's arm you with a practical, instantly applicable toolkit for navigating this energetically demanding world. These aren't just theoretical concepts. These are actionable strategies that truly work. First, the zip-up technique. This might sound almost childish, but its effectiveness is profound and immediate. Visualize a bright, silver zipper starting right at your pelvic floor, running all the way up your central energy channel, past your belly button, your heart, your throat, and finally closing at the crown of your head. As you visualize this, gently pull the zipper up, imagining it sealing and protecting your energetic field, creating a boundary between your inner space and the external environment. It's like putting on an invisible energetic shield. Do it before you enter a crowd. Do it if you feel yourself starting to fray. It works instantly to help you feel more contained and less porous. Second, set a timer. This is a game changer for high-density spaces. 90 minutes max. Science actually backs this up. Research suggests that sensitivity spikes and energetic depletion accelerates significantly after the 90-minute mark for highly sensitive individuals in stimulating environments. So, go in with a clear intention. Set an alarm on your phone for 90 minutes. When it goes off, take a break. Step outside. Go to the restroom. Find a quiet corner. Give your system a momentary reprieve before re-engaging if you even need to. Third, carry a grounding object. This could be something as simple as a smooth river stone, a piece of black tourmaline, known for its protective qualities, a copper bracelet, or even a well-worn coin in your pocket. The key is to have something conductive, something tangible that you can physically hold or touch. When you feel overwhelmed, grip it. Imagine that excess, chaotic energy discharging through your hand, through the object, and safely grounding into the earth. It gives your nervous system a focal point and a physical release. Fourth, hydration is absolutely real, and it's critical for energetic maintenance. Water isn't just for thirst. It literally conducts electricity out of your cells. When you're energetically overloaded, your body is working overtime, and proper hydration helps facilitate the discharge and flow of energy. So, before you head into any potentially draining event, chug a good glass of water, and keep sipping throughout if possible. Make it a ritual for both before and after. Fifth, cultivate your exit line. This is your pre-scripted, no apologies, escape route. Have it ready. Something simple, direct, and factual like, I promised my nervous system I'd leave at 9, or, it's been lovely, but I need to get going. The power here is in its simplicity and lack of emotional justification. You don't owe anyone a lengthy explanation or an apology for prioritizing your well-being. It's a fact, not a negotiation. These tools, when practiced consistently, will transform your ability to navigate the world without feeling constantly overwhelmed. Permission to say no. This is perhaps one of the most liberating tools in your kit, and it requires a profound shift in mindset. Every single yes you utter to a baby shower, a networking event, a family gathering, or a social obligation that deep down you dread is an automatic, undeniable no to your evening sanity, to your precious energetic reserves, and to your overall well-being. Chosen ones, because of their inherent desire to be helpful, to be kind, and often to avoid perceived conflict or judgment, chronically over yes. We say yes to prove we're fine, to demonstrate we're normal, to avoid disappointing others, or to quell the internal voice that worries we'll be seen as aloof or rude. It's time to stop auditioning for normal. Normal isn't your setting, remember? A compelling study published in the Journal of Social Psychology actually found something quite counterintuitive. People tend to respect you more when you decline invitations with clear, kind, and firm boundaries, not less. It signals self-respect, integrity, and a clear understanding of your own needs. So here's your new mantra. Decline early, decline kindly, and decline often. You don't need elaborate excuses. A simple, "Thank you so much for thinking of me, but I won't be able to make it this time," is perfectly sufficient. You are not responsible for managing other people's expectations or feelings. Your primary responsibility is to guard your own sacred energy, for it is the fuel for your unique purpose. Learning to say no is not selfish, it is self-preservation, and it is a profound act of self-love that ultimately allows you to show up more authentically and powerfully in the areas that truly matter. Community of two. While large groups are undeniably draining for a chosen one, zero contact with humanity isn't the answer either. Complete isolation starves the heart, dulls the spirit, and can lead to its own form of energetic stagnation. The solution, then, isn't to become a hermit, but to cultivate a micro-tribe. This means one, perhaps two, truly exceptional individuals who don't just tolerate your frequency, but actually understand it, resonate with it, and uplift it. Think of these people as precious gems. You rotate them, you cherish them, and you invest deeply in those connections. The emphasis here is unequivocally on depth over breadth. You don't need a sprawling network of acquaintances. You need a handful of soul-level connections where you can truly be seen, heard, and understood without explanation or energetic cost. History, both spiritual and secular, is replete with examples of awakened souls who, despite their solitary journeys, always had at least one indispensable confidant. John the Baptist had Jesus, the brilliant Sherlock Holmes had his steadfast Watson, and the iconic Thelma had her inseparable Louise. These dyads, these sacred partnerships, provided not just companionship, but a vital energetic and emotional anchor, a safe harbor where they could process, reflect, and simply be. Find your plus one, your chosen two, and protect that dyadic bond like it's pure gold. For it is in these intimate connections that your spirit is both challenged and nurtured in the most profound ways. All right, let's pause for a moment. This is a crucial check-in. If this is landing for you, if you're nodding your head in recognition, then I want you to comment below. Tell me, what's the place, the situation, the specific environment that drains you the fastest? Is it the soul-crushing fluorescent lights of a mall, the relentless sensory assault of an airport, or perhaps the complex, often emotionally charged dynamics of a family reunion? Drop it below. Let's create a space where the algorithm can actually work for good, matching you with someone else who experiences the same energetic escape routes. Let's build a quiet, understanding corner of the internet where we don't have to explain why we politely slipped out of the party at 8 o'clock. Reframing loneliness. This is a critical distinction that can redefine your entire experience. Loneliness, in its most common understanding, whispers, "I'm missing out. I'm separate. There's something wrong because I'm not with others." It's rooted in a mindset of scarcity, a feeling of lack. But aloneness, chosen and intentional aloneness, speaks a very different language. It proclaims, "I'm tuning in. I'm connecting with something deeper. I'm engaging in a vital process of self-discovery and spiritual connection." One is scarcity, a painful void. The other is strategy, a deliberate choice for profound engagement. When you consciously choose the smaller table, when you opt for quiet contemplation over constant social chatter, you're not withdrawing from life. You're engaging with it on a more profound level. You're trading superficial gossip for genuine guidance, swapping empty small talk for rich, soul-level conversations with your inner wisdom, with the divine, and with the universe itself. The world, in its current state of noise and distraction, desperately needs the insights, the clarity, and the profound wisdom that you, and only you, can download in silence. That's your trade secret. That's your unique contribution. It's in these periods of quiet introspection that chosen ones undertake their inner healing, confront their personal shadows, and transform their wounds into a wellspring of wisdom. This focus on eternal truths over temporary social comforts is not just a preference. It's a vital aspect of your role as a spiritual warrior, a guide, or a leader in the awakening of humanity. Your solitude isn't a void to be filled. It's a sacred vessel, continually being replenished with divine insight. Purpose economy. Let's consider your energy not as an endless resource, but as a precious, finite cryptocurrency. It has a limited supply, and its value is constantly rising. Every single crowd interaction, every casual social obligation that doesn't genuinely light you up, spends coins from your energetic wallet. If you're not mindful, you can quickly go bankrupt. The key, then, is to become an incredibly strategic spender. Budget your energy for the missions that truly matter, for the endeavors that align with your deepest purpose. This means consciously allocating your energetic resources to your art, your service, your healing journey, the creation of the unique solution you were downloaded to deliver. The planet doesn't need you utterly exhausted, mentally checked out, and subtly resentful at a barbecue you didn't want to attend. What the world desperately needs is you, clear-eyed, fully charged, and vibrantly present, channeling your unique gifts and insights into the specific purpose you were born to fulfill. This is about honoring your energetic economy, understanding that your well-being is not a luxury, but a fundamental prerequisite for your impact. When you spend your energy wisely, you're not just protecting yourself. You're maximizing your capacity to contribute meaningfully to the collective, ensuring that your unique frequency can truly resonate and make a difference. If this message is truly landing with you, if these words are resonating deep in your soul, then here's a simple call to action. Tap that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And honestly, don't do it for me. Do it for your future self, the one who's going to face another potentially draining week, another challenging social scenario. The algorithm, in its mysterious ways, will then send you these vital reinforcements, these gentle reminders, exactly when your courage dips, exactly when you start to question your need for solitude. Let's keep building this quiet, understanding community, reminding each other, again and again, that solitude isn't a form of hiding. It is, in fact, your sacred headquarters, the command center from which you operate most effectively and powerfully. The re-entry hack. Sometimes, despite all your best intentions and strategic planning, you simply must re-enter the crowd. It's unavoidable. When that happens, approach it not with dread, but with the precision and intentionality of a seasoned spy on a mission, complete with a clear passport and a predetermined exit strategy. Walk in knowing exactly the one specific thing you intend to offer or accomplish. Perhaps it's a genuine compliment to a specific person, a brief exchange of business cards with a key contact, or simply sending silent blessings and positive energy to those around you without needing to engage deeply. The crucial part? Leave before the veil thins, before your energetic shield starts to wear thin. Don't linger. Don't get pulled into prolonged conversations that drain you. Think of it as a hit-and-dash approach, but for your soul. You accomplish your specific mission, you make your intentional connection, and then you gracefully, unapologetically, make your exit. This isn't rude. It's a valid form of spiritual self-preservation. It's about leveraging your energy efficiently, making your presence count, and then retreating to preserve your precious reserves. You're not there to stay. You're there to deploy your specific energy, and then you're out. Myth busting. Let's dismantle a pervasive myth that often plagues chosen ones. The idea that if I were more evolved, more spiritually advanced, crowds wouldn't bother me. This is a dangerous falsehood. The truth, in fact, is often the exact opposite. The more evolved you become, the thinner your energetic skin gets. As your consciousness expands and your vibrational frequency rises, your sensitivity doesn't diminish. It actually increases. Enlightenment doesn't build an impenetrable armor. It increases your energetic bandwidth, making you capable of perceiving and processing more. Expecting to be untouched by the collective energy of a crowd as you evolve is like expecting a highly sophisticated radio receiver to suddenly reject all incoming signals. That's simply not how it works. Your job, your divine purpose, isn't to feel nothing or to become impervious to the world's energies. Your job is to translate what you feel, all of it, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the chaotic, into profound purpose, into actionable insight, into compassionate service. Your sensitivity is not a weakness to be overcome. It is the very instrument through which you perceive the world's needs and fulfill your unique role. It's the cost of admission to a higher level of awareness, and it's a price worth paying for the profound insights it grants you. Emergency reset. Okay, picture this. You're stuck deep in the heart of a wedding reception, spiraling into energetic overwhelm. The music is too loud, the chatter is relentless, and you can feel your boundaries dissolving. What do? This is your emergency reset button. Discreetly make your way to the nearest bathroom stall. Close and lock the door. Take a moment to simply close your eyes. Place your hands on the cold porcelain of the sink or the wall. That physical contact can be incredibly grounding. Now, breathe deeply and intentionally. Inhale slowly for a count of 4, hold for a moment, and then exhale even more slowly for a count of 6. Focus entirely on the sensation of your breath, on the coolness of the porcelain. Repeat this breathing pattern for just 2 minutes. It's a scientifically proven technique that can dramatically drop your cortisol levels by as much as 22% in that short span. You're literally rebooting your entire nervous system. Once those 2 minutes are up, flush the toilet. For plausible deniability, of course. Splash some water on your face and then, with a renewed sense of calm and a subtle smile, return to the fray. No one in that room will have any idea that you just performed an essential, profound, energetic, and physiological reset. It's your secret weapon for maintaining your composure and preserving your peace in the most challenging environments. Future self letter. This might sound a little unconventional, but it's remarkably effective. Before you head into any potentially draining event, or even just at the start of a challenging week, take a few minutes to write a short, encouraging note to yourself. But here's the twist. Write it from the perspective of your calm, wise, future self. Imagine your future self, completely at peace, looking back at this moment. The note might say something like, "Hey, your name, thank you. Thank you for guarding my energy so fiercely, even when no one else understood why you needed to. Thank you for prioritizing my peace. It made all the difference, and I'm thriving now because of your courage." Read that note. Really let those words sink in. It's like sending yourself a compassionate, empowering rescue text from tomorrow. It provides perspective, validation, and a profound sense of support. Cheesy? Maybe a little. Effective? Wildly so. It reminds you of the bigger picture and reinforces the wisdom of your choices. So, the next time you feel that undeniable urge to bolt for the door, to make an early exit while everyone else is still lining up for a second slice of cake, remember this profound truth. You are not failing the party. You are, in fact, passing a much more significant test. Your discomfort isn't a flaw, it's a credential. A clear signal of your heightened awareness and the extraordinary nature of your energetic system. Your solitude isn't a punishment. It's your sacred laboratory, the fertile ground where your deepest insights are cultivated and your unique gifts are sharpened. And your sensitivity, that often misunderstood trait, is the precise fee you pay for being a secret agent of elevation, a silent catalyst for positive change in a world that desperately needs your unique frequency. So, stay soft in your heart, but stay fiercely strategic in your energetic boundaries. Keep your inner circle small, deep, and true. The world, in its deepest essence, doesn't need you to conform to its noise and chaos. It needs what you are quietly cooking, what you are divinely downloading, and what you are profoundly creating in the sacred stillness of your own being. Embrace your chosen path, for it is precisely in your quiet power that your greatest impact lies.